Okay, so this is all the things that I'm glad that I knew prior to being a stay-at-home mom. A lot of times when people do these videos, they say, well, these are the things I wish I knew. But I want to talk about the things that I knew that was a benefit to me for this season.
Yeah.
Hello beautiful, and welcome to the channel. My name is Brittany. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Today is going to be a really good video. This is a video that I've been wanting to make. It basically is going to give you some heads up if you're looking to be a stay-at-home mom, okay? A few tips, a few things that I've learned along the way. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you're about to be a stay-at-home mom and you want to know what's up ahead, stay tuned. Number one, saving money. So if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, more than likely you're going to lose an income. Not always, but more than likely you will either lose some income or either all of your income, depending on what you do. For me, I was a celebrity makeup artist, so that portion of our family's income was eradicated, okay? It is no longer there. So I am not making money from doing makeup anymore. But one of the things that we did before I retired as a celebrity makeup artist is we saved money for this season. This is something that I knew I wanted to do. We knew we wanted to have another baby. We talked about moving to Japan. So we made sure that we saved the money that we needed to save so that this season of our life could be a little easier, especially in the beginning. One of the biggest things that we did in terms of saving money is we got out of debt. We became debt free before we decided for me to come home and stop working, you know, because we knew that my portion of the income was going to be taken away. We were not going to have that anymore. So we needed to make sure that we didn't have a huge overhead. So getting out of debt and becoming debt free was one of the best things we could have ever done for this season that we're in now, especially because we're living overseas. We don't have a car payment in the United States. We don't have a mortgage in the United States. We don't have credit cards. We have zero debt. So the only thing that we have to pay for is our cost of living here in Japan. And as a military family, you know, a lot of those things are covered for you, like your housing. So and your insurance. So our overhead is really low being here in Japan, and now that I am a stay-at-home mom, we don't have any debt. It was a lifesaver. So if you're becoming a stay-at-home mom, if something that you're thinking about doing, make sure that you are saving some money or figuring out your finances that will support this next season of your life. Okay, so number two is get a therapist. I would highly recommend that you get a therapist, because there are going to be times that as you navigate this new season of being a stay-at-home mom, there will be many times where you feel like you don't know whether you're coming or going. Let me just speak for myself. There have been many times that I have felt lost, confused, alone, like I didn't have any direction, because I was transitioning out of my old career into this new season of being a stay-at-home mom. So there were a lot of things that I was dealing with emotionally, and my therapist was a huge help to me. I know a lot of people have been using BetterHelp. This is not sponsored by BetterHelp, but this is just me letting you know, if you have heard of BetterHelp, that might be a great option for you, because it's online and you can talk to your therapist on your phone. It seems like a really good, easy way to just start therapy if you've never had therapy before. But if you have other resources, I would highly suggest that you reach out to those resources, because during this time you're going to need a lot of emotional support. Sometimes talking to a friend is just not good enough to help you work through some of the things that are deep rooted, and also just talking to like a pastor or, you know, the first lady may not be enough. It definitely is is a part of it, and I would encourage you to definitely reach out to a best friend or a trusted friend or your first lady or pastor or someone that you trust that's in your community. But also think about getting a therapist, because that has been super helpful for me in the times where I felt like I just needed guidance in this new season. Okay, so number 3, have a plan for your kids. Are you planning for your kids to stay home with you during the day and you homeschooling them? Are you planning for your kids to go to daycare for half a day or a full day? You have older kids that's in grade school that go to school during the day. Figure out what your day will kind of look like so that you can kind of prepare yourself for what your day is going to be like. For us, we have 3 kids. One of our kids is in elementary school. She just left 4th grade. Our other child is in preschool, and she goes to preschool full time throughout the day. And our 3rd baby is 20 months, and he's at home with me. So I knew that we were gonna have a 3rd kid when we moved here. So I knew that I would be home with the baby for, you know, up until he's about almost 2, which is right on track for how I always do it with all of our kids. They've always been home till right about 2 years old, and that's just my comfort level. So find your comfort level to see like what you're comfortable with. Are you comfortable with homeschooling? And if you don't know, then try it out. You know, try all the methods out. Keep them home at first. If you feel like that's too much for you, then take them half a day if you're not ready for them to go a full day yet. And then if half a day works out and you're like, you know what, I think that they could go full day, they should go, you know, all the time, or, you know, the full day of school, then go ahead and implement them into the full day of school, because just kind of getting your mind wrapped around how your day will flow alleviates a lot of anxiety around having all the kids at home, or what am I going to do with the kids, or how are they going to learn. I know for me, I am not a homeschool type of mom. That's not my ministry. So I knew that whenever my children were ready to go to preschool, and I was ready for them to go to preschool, they were weaned off of nursing and all of that, then I was going to put them in school. And I usually put them in preschool for the full day. I don't baby step them. I throw them right in the water. That's just how I do it. And it works for them. It works for them and it works for me. But so I already knew what our system was going to be like for our kids when I became a stay-at-home mom. All right, so number 4, it kind of relates to number 2, but build a community. Okay, so this community is going to be somebody who you can reach out to if you need help, if your spouse is not available. My husband is in the Navy, so a lot of times he's underway or he's just busy with work and he can't, you know, get to a certain thing. I can ask a close friend who I know to, hey, help me out, you know, in the event that I need help. Also, hiring a babysitter. Anytime that you need a break as a mom, it's going to be very important that you hire a sitter for you to go get a cup of coffee or tea, go to the spa, have some mommy time. Don't forget about yourself, you know, during this season, because it's really easy to do. You know, we know that as moms, it's really easy to just get caught up in the day-to-day life of being with your family and providing for your family and putting yourself second or last. So I would highly recommend that you build a community, someone who you can kind of count on and depend on, not overuse. You don't want to wear your welcome out, but someone who you can count on in a pinch when your spouse is not available. And for the last one, number 5, keep open communication with your spouse. Like I said, there are going to be many times where you feel burnt out, just like work, just like, you know, if you were going into a job, you feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot pick up another toy, I cannot wash another dish, I cannot do another load of laundry, I cannot mop this floor, I cannot fluff another blanket, I cannot pick up another child from another thing. You will get there. You might. I have been there. I don't want to project, but you might, and if you do, it's going to be very important that you communicate with your spouse how you're feeling and what you need. Because if you need that time to yourself, please take it. It's gonna make you a better mom. You're gonna be thankful that you did. Once you leave and come back to your kids, you feel a little bit more refreshed. It doesn't alleviate all the pressure that you may feel, but at least it could be some of it, and you get an opportunity to take some time for yourself, debrief, and just be with your own thoughts. But a lot of this is done through communication. Let your spouse know how you're feeling. What my husband and I have done is we try to allow me to have at least an hour a day when he comes home to just debrief. Every day is not perfect, so it doesn't happen every single day, but I can always tell when I've missed too many days, and I'll just let him know, hey, I need some mommy time. And I'll take some time and go to the spa for a few hours, you know. And for Mother's Day, I was able to do like a 3-day Mother's Day retreat, or 2.5-day Mother's Day retreat, which was really helpful and healing and just revitalizing for me as a stay-at-home mom, you know, because I really, of course, you love your kids, I love my kids, but sometimes you just need a little bit of time for yourself, and communicating that with your spouse so that they can be a support system to you and of some support to you during this season of your life. You know, you guys are in this together, so you know it's important that you communicate your needs so that they can be there for you and help you along this journey. Okay, so I hope that these things helped you out. These are some of the things that I did and I am implementing in my life right now as a stay-at-home mom that is super helpful to me, and I just wanted to share them with you. If you are a new stay-at-home mom, if you are not doing any of these things, I hope that some of these things struck a chord with you and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. I really truly do. If you are a potential stay-at-home mom, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, I hope that these tips help you for your new season, your future season. And yeah, let me know what you think of this video. Leave me some questions, comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this video. And before you go, make sure you check out this next video where I talk about the pros and cons of being a stay-at-home mom. So make sure you go check that out now. I'll see you next time. Actually, I'll see you in that video. Bye, beautiful.